Why? And I wish I could answer it because I'm not sure why I can't answer that question. What we do know is his name, Anthony McCray, 43 years old, and he lived right there with his father. He's been there for about a year or so. This is Lansing. It's about 5 miles from the campus. But the question really, though, is what you asked. Why? The motive. Why would he do something like this? Someone who had absolutely no ties whatsoever to Michigan State. Take a look.
He was 43 years old. He's a male. His name is Anthony.
The only facts that police would confirm is that Anthony McCray, 43 years old, walked from Berkey Academic Hall to the Union, and after killing, when confronted by police late Monday night, he shot himself behind the Dairy Mart.
Part of our investigation today is to look at the suspect, his background, his history.
A check on his criminal history reveals that in 2019, he was charged with a felony by possessing a loaded firearm in a vehicle. However, he took a plea and was given a year and a half on probation. That's it.
I hadn't met him personally, just seen him, walking. He didn't drive. He always walked or rode a bicycle.
Neighbors say Anthony had lived here for about a year or so with his father, Michael. And apparently, he did like to shoot guns.
The neighbors called the cops on him. It was like over the summer because he was shooting firearms out of the back door of the house.
But no charges. Michael, the dad, was nowhere to be found on Tuesday. But police say that when Anthony was found, he had a note in his pocket that was a threat to 2 public schools in Ewing, New Jersey.
Investigation has revealed that there is no threat at all to Ewing community.
Okay, now there may not have been a threat, and that was the conclusion. However, schools were closed in New Jersey, and why he had a note in his jacket is still a little bit of a mystery because he hadn't been living in New Jersey for a couple of years. Now, again, we are here. This is where Anthony lived with his father. We've seen his father once today, but the father will not come out and talk to us. He did give some interviews, we think, to some people, but we're not really sure the relationship between the father and the son, and it is just really a sad situation all the way around. Now, again, police emphasize that they are still investigating this case. It's not over yet. There are still many, many questions to be answered. I am live here in Lansing. I'll send it back to you.
Well, reportedly, Charlie, we're hearing from the relatives have said that he wasn't the same after his mother died, and there might have been some mental health issues in combination with this. But you mentioned the note. It's interesting that it says 2 schools, possibly a threat, which they found unfounded, but it didn't say anything else. No indication of why he may have done what he did.
That's the case. We haven't actually seen that note. That was the police chief out in New Jersey who decided that the note was serious enough to close the schools. And he was the one that brought up the mental illness issue. And again, as far as the relationship between the father and what the Anthony, how he suffered, if he suffered after his mother died, again, we haven't been able to confirm that. Neighbors around here say, though, that he was into guns. He did shoot guns, and he was kind of a loner. He did not drive a car. He rode his bike. So I'm not saying that's odd, but it was a little bit of odd because he didn't really talk to a whole lot of people around here. So there's still a lot of questions to be answered, and obviously we'll stick around and try to find out those answers.
Yeah, and the issue of gun control back in the spotlight. All right, Charlie, thank you for that report.